After returning our sailboat in Paros, the second half of our Greece adventure takes us to Athens. Two of the boys and I flew over to Athens to spend a few days and take in all of the ancient ruins and sites. If you missed the first half of our Greek adventure, sailing around in the islands, I will link it up above so you can click on the link in the upper right corner so you can check out that video as well. When we got picked up from the airport, our driver recommended this restaurant. I won't try to pronounce the name, but it was by far the best place that we ate while we were in Athens. It was authentic Greek food, the atmosphere was lovely, and everyone was really nice. There's a lot of little rooftop bars in Athens with a good view of the Acropolis, so we picked the MS Roof Garden. I don't know that it's any better than any of the rest of them, but it's got a nice view for the sunset beverages with the view of the Acropolis. After a few beverages on the rooftop, we decided to take a stroll through town and see what kind of nightlife we could find. I just kind of stumbled onto this street, and this is kind of a trip.
I'll take it. Our sandwiches look red with the dark true. And then we have
Alice in Coopland. These kitties in here just living their best life. All of the ancient ruins are considered active archaeological sites, and they are closed at night, but they light them up beautifully, and walking around town it is quite breathtaking. Our final stop for the evening was the Plaka Stairs. This is a famous alleyway in Athens built on a staircase leading up to the Acropolis. It's popular for nightlife, it's full of cafes and bars, and there's always live music. I apologize for the camera work. It was a little difficult for me to walk downstairs and dodge people and get a very good video. On day 2 of our adventure in Athens, we decided to get to the Acropolis right when it opened to try to beat the heat. In the summertime in Athens, it was about 100 degrees when we were there in the peak of the day. The Acropolis consists of several structures dating back about 2,500 years. The Theater of Dionysus is still in use today for some performances. The Acropolis also includes the Parthenon, of course, as well as several other structures on the top of the plateau. I didn't record any audio while I was there. There were a lot of people, so I thought I'd just do a voiceover later and then just do some pans of the structures so that you can see what all is at the top of the Acropolis. After a visit to the top of the Acropolis, it was time for brunch. At pretty much every restaurant we've eaten at, the portions are enormous. We got an omelet over here that's like the size of my head. I got a fruit bowl that's huge.
Right? Yeah, I think something like that. Yep.
This is we're at the Agora. They call it the birthplace of democracy. It predates the Parthenon by 100 years or so, and was like a marketplace, kind of. When you go to the Acropolis, you can buy your tickets for all the historical sites all at once, and it's €30 if you buy them all together. And that gets you into stuff like the Agora too, that has another like big temple up there. So hey guys, we're here from mid to late July, and we were out here sweating our balls off. It is hot. It's over 100 degrees today, but we're only going to be in Athens for a couple of days, so we got to take in all the sights. Dan over there touching stuff you probably shouldn't be. What's that? Yeah, that 30 euro every archaeological site pass. This is another one of those places. We just happened to be walking by this one. I'm not even sure what it's called, but it looked pretty neat, so we decided to stop. It's pretty neat that these ancient ruins are so far below the now street level. I mean, it's about 25 feet up to what the street level is now, and so over the centuries, the town's just built up on top of the stuff that was here. Sunny outside, had to buy a hat so I don't burn my head. We are at the Museum of the Acropolis. It is worth the 10 euro to get in here. There is all the stuff that they found up there, all the statues and pieces of everything that was excavated. It is pretty neat, and it's built over the top of another excavation site that you can go down and walk through as well. So it's pretty neat. Definitely would recommend it. This is the archaeological dig site underneath the museum. The museum's built on these big pillars right over the top of all these ruins. It's really a pretty neat way to do it. A 15-minute walk or so from come on, man, I'm narrating. About a 15-minute walk or so from the Acropolis, there is a stadium. It's the only stadium in the world that's made entirely of marble. I don't remember what year it was built. I'll have to look that up. The stadium was originally constructed in the 4th century BC and was redone in marble in 144 AD. So it's looked like this for about 2,000 years at this point. The stadium was reconstructed in 1896 to host the first modern Olympic Games. People have been competing in this stadium for 2,500 years. So we better take a lap. Are we gonna race?
No.
No, we're not racing.
Because
Okay.
I'm gonna get.
I made it. This is the tunnel through which competitors would enter the stadium. It now leads up to a small Olympic museum that houses torches and other memorabilia from past Olympic Games. After exploring the Pantheonic Stadium, we were off to see what other ancient ruins we could find. Next stop was the Temple of Zeus. This is the Temple of Zeus. It is also included in your multi-pass.
Multi-pass.
They're actually doing some excavation right now. The columns of the Temple of Zeus are just absolutely massive. It's hard to imagine how they get the pieces up toward the top. I mean, that piece that's up there, it'd be so heavy. Incredible. This is known as the Roman Forum. It was a center for trade. It is accessible with your multi-pass, so it's worth a pop in to have a look around. This concludes our very short adventure in Athens. We crammed a lot into just a couple of days, and I have to say that Athens was one of my favorite European cities that I have visited thus far. The people were very nice, the food was wonderful, and the ancient culture and the ancient ruins are just unmatched. It was an absolutely fantastic experience, and I would recommend it to everyone. We got a bottle of ouzo. This is a Greek thing called ouzo. It's made of the anise flour.
It's their version of anise.
It tastes like black licorice, and it tastes freaking terrible. None of us like it.
It's not terrible.
It's pretty bad. I like black licorice, and I'm not a fan of this thing.
We probably just got the wrong brand.
I mean, I don't know. It's rough. I hope you enjoyed our adventures in Greece. Please like and subscribe and keep up with us on all of our future adventures.